totally fine.
AP Gragas I quite like here. Adds another threat, makes it a lot harder to play, and T1 with this composition have a fair amount of backline threat while providing incredible amount of safety for their two carries in Guma and Faker. The Brion comp, I gotta say that the Kench to me, I don't love it. I think that wanting to buy safety for Henna and with how good Aphelios is at the moment makes
in their previous series. Actually crazy stuff. As let's jump onto the Rift here for game number 1. Seems to me like the majority of LoL Park are T1 fans, although we are on the T1 side of the stadium at this point in time, and so perhaps in our ears it did seem louder. I imagine that the Bro memento will roll on forward as this series progresses. As Ivory just hanging out here, alluding to how
Owner
is yeah, Owner is just going to come forward. That is going to be a heroic charge, and Umpty's going to have to flash. Man, I mean, Lollipoppy was scary anyway, but this is, okay, never mind. Umpty's going to at least be able to take down the Big Wolf, but still, no flash for Umpty is not great news, as Owner is going to continue his ons.
To build a lead for Owner.
Ooh, Zeus possibly in trouble here, as that's a really nice body slam. Of course, that is why you pick the Gragas in this matchup. It's not going to work out, though, because Jax Sejuani is just that little bit too strong, and there is the Lord's first blood. You're going to still have
just dead. Yeah, as all.
Things happen here towards his bottom side. Henna flashed. We did catch that, and thankfully, so did Jonas Strong.
Flash, so they know that they can take this Drake for free. While simultaneously getting, like, he got...
And this is exactly the question that we were asking, right? Like, what does that one victory mean for the Bros? Being out with this outer turret in the mid lane, and that is what happens when the play does not necessarily work. Moonlight Vigil coming down onto Gumayusi here on this bottom side. T1 do have the level advantage, but you can see that is good damage coming out from Henna, as Ivory once again looking for an angle. Bro, Umpty's going to wait for him. It's a great jump from Ivory. He dodges the Emperor's Divide. Foxfire comes through. There's another Spirit Rush, and Faker has to flash.
And I like the play for plates from Faker, but you got to know that the collapse is imminent when you play that far forward, and he has to pay with it for his flash as
summer season. But last season wasn't necessarily one of the players that we were really excited about watching, as Henna on fire as he goes home, wondering what's going on there. Asks Boris for a fire extinguisher, and Boris gives him one, I guess. You get those for free, as it turns out. But Ivory has been pretty cool, calm, and collected so far in this early game, and he did mention, actually, that he's less nervous here in the LCK than he was in Challenger. Which is an odd quote. He said it himself. Yeah, I don't know.
You just accept that. You don't question it. Ask him why, because maybe if he thinks too much about it, it's going to...
make him nervous.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to backfire.
Ask him after the series, or after the season. As Faker is going to dive forward. Ivory's going to get picked up, not going to get bumped into the wall, but still going to be taken down here as Owner picks up T1's first kill. But it could be the second for Bro as well as Umpty. He's flashing forward, but he's slowed down. Zeus is toying with them here as he's walking the opposite direction, but there is a Poppy making her way up. And Umpty, he's going to face check here. You can see the Jax now has to get out of there. Heroic charge is good yet again. Not a lot of damage coming out from Owner. But you can see Umpty's health bar is not very large. And now Morgan is going to be smoked as now he looks to turn it. There is the counter strike. Steadfast Presence comes in. Teleport from Ivory as he's out of the death chamber and into the fire here as he's full health, and he does come down, but it is the Lord falling first. Carrier not going to be here in time as it's a double kill for the young player. Going over to T1 as well. They got a fair few plates down there as well. Not all of them, as it was post 14 minutes that the tower did fall down. As now Morgan dealing with a turret here as Zeus just having a great time. He can clear waves very comfortably, has his Everfrost now.
Big map control gain for T1. We did see an initial flank step from Umpty, but doesn't decide to go for it.
And can they get another charge? It looks like they are going to get another charge, and then we need to even ask the question, but can they actually fully complete this turret? Looks like the answer is going to be no. They do set it up for a future push, and the Sun Disc going to be there as well as, okay, the Ahri going to be dealt with underneath this turret there. She has to flash, but it's not going to be enough, and Zeus That's how you deal with...
For Lucidity Boots, doesn't have Mercs. And the Everfrost hits, can set up the combo easy as that. And as the topside turret gets taken by Bria, the Drake gets...
Henna's really going to have to show the level of improvement that he's put in as Umpty possibly out of position. Ivory very far away from this particular fight as Effort wanting to keep them interested. There is an ultimate to come through, but Keria not going to be too perturbed by it right now as Morgan is doing battle with the solo laners on the top side. There is a flash out from Ona. Everfrost does come forward. The quickness is fantastic though, and they just obliterate the Ahri. Heroic charge comes through yet again, and Effort does have to use the Devour onto Henna. The heal is going to be used for the extra movement speed as Effort has to flash. The Abyssal Dive does get him out of there, but Morgan and Ivory not going to be so lucky.
TP finding no one there, unfortunately, for Zeus, but they'll take it. That is a big early open. I thought he was going to go for Morelos' as owner.
Okay, possibly out of position, but Faker is going to come down. Going to have his crown broken here, but not going to take any damage. As there's the Emperor's Divide, he scoops them over the wall, and Keria is going to CC them up, but Faker is the one that dies. And now Bro are on the attack. Goodbye, Sejuani, but you don't have multiple ults. And the Orbit Deception is going to be good. Keria trying to get some work done yet again, but Ivory, he's going to flash. The Heroic Charge does nothing, and the Poppy is licked to death. Oh, it's Lollipoppy as well. It kind of makes some sense, and now it's Baron time for Bro.
Zeus wasn't there. They didn't have the damage, they didn't have the follow-up, and now Brion starting up the Baron here.
Zeus is very, very strong, but they don't have Smite. As in goes the counter-striking Morgan. He's going to flash to get out of the way of the Everfrost, but that is Baron going over to Bro. Ivory is going to die, but can they get these Baron buffs out of the pit is the question. As Henna says he doesn't care. He's just going to kill them. Has teleport to come forward from Faker, and now he's looking for Umpty, but there is still a turret up here. And the Sejuani just looking to empower that recall and go on home. Is that they did have Morgan there, getting pressure in a side lane in that meantime. So they're going to utilize the Baron buff that they picked up to start off this Drake. As Umpty, does he have the smite? Yes, he does. And he can Arctic Assault over that wall if he would like to. Decides to hold off just for the moment. As Zeus with a bit of a bomber here towards necessarily full of assists, as there have only been 6 kills in this game. Hopefully this series is a time where we will be able to bring up that lower third that I know the team's come up with. Oh, they get the flash out from Effort. I don't even know whether he necessarily needed to. I felt like he reacted pretty quickly there. As Umpty not going to be stunned by the Heroic Charge either. And he's very tanky, especially with that Frost Armor procced. And you can see just very happy to stand up in this lane. Not sure whether it's a great idea because he was half his health up for it.
Yeah, there's Lord Dom's Kraken Slayer and Void. So definitely don't. Keria!
All right, looks for the backline. He finds both. Emperor's Divide delivers them into the open arms of the team. Gumayusi going to be able to take down Effort here as Morgan off in a side lane. We're just going to poke our head in to see what's going on. And in the blink of an eye, T1 eradicate Bro of their bottom lane.
Oh, Faker.
Oh, he's going to have his crown broken here. Does a lot of work before it needs to, before it does go away, though.
Oh, on a crown value here. Meanwhile, Zeus is threatening as well. If they can deny
this, the charm goes wide as now Ivory has to get out of there. Flashes to get away from Faker, who just says no. That is Baron going over to T1 at the same time. And this is where the Bro backs have been broken. Wow, that was a lot of Bro in that sentence, as this Drake is going to go to the hands of...
So long in these long, drawn-out, extended fights. And really showcasing, right, what the Azir rework kind of meant. All about the late game, all about the poke. His owner.
Yep, Umpty is going to walk away from this one. As it turns out, Frost Armor is pretty good. He does have Aftershock as well, if he needs it, as now Ona just searching for a target. Going to get a charm onto Ona is Ivory, but they just walk in the front door and they will take down this inhibitor.
Well, it's TP. There is a forward behind them.
Zeus, 3 items. He's got a stopwatch now. That's a pretty good one. 4 items done. 4 items done for Henna as well.
Not alone.
Okay, he is going to... Oh my goodness. Wow. Umpty is a tank, right? Oh. There's the ulti. Gumayusi just stands his ground. Featherstorm comes in. Ivory off to the side. It's a big Moonlight Vigil. Fair bit of damage onto Gumayusi there. Calls back the blades. And T1, just a little bit of limit testing there.
Crucially though, Umpty doesn't have Warmorks. Is forced to go back. And as a result, T1 get full setup around this Infernal Drake. 10 seconds till it spawns, but No vision gonna be available for them. Umti will be making his way back, so it's still a possibility.
Yeah, and taking so much damage here from Faker, who still has his crown intact. Umti.
Zeus on the catch.
Yeah, coming back around again as he puts down the barrel into the brush. Umti doesn't seem too phased by it, as we can see, but the Dragon is now being started. Bro not wanting to give over Infernal Soul, and now looking to fight. Morgan on the flank, but there is the Drake gone, and Bro just a little bit late on this one. Morgan has to leap, strike away, does have flash. Should be okay.
Infernal Soul.
Oh yeah, this is so scary. They already had way too much damage. Now they have even more of that too much damage. Zeus off to the side. Ona taking a little bit there. You can see Bro backing off towards this Baron that is spawning, but their base is open. There are 2 Nexus turrets away from the game being over, and Baron for Nexus is a trade that we've seen never work out for the team taking the Baron. They are still going to start it up.
Hail Mary, you got to try and find a catch. Ivory on the flank.
Absolutely. Can he find this charm is the question. There it is, onto the jungler. The Jax just dies. He disintegrated before anything could happen. Henna is dead as well. Bro went for it. It did not work. Faker's going to flash the ult from Umti and just eviscerates his opposite number. Bro, they gave it a red hot crack, and honestly, I'm impressed. But T1, just the better team in the end. That fight around the Baron in the mid game, too good here for the veteran squad, and they will just walk it up this mid lane and lock up game 1.
T1 going to get the win here, but man,
they had to work for it.
I was
for it.
Yes,
yeah,
had to work for it. Jace, yeah.
Jace is alright.
Sure.
I think Yasuo would have been my preferred pick, because Arctic Assault, you know, plus the Last Breath is like pretty fun.
Wild Growth?
And Wild Growth, yeah. Loads of things. Sure, Zeri's got a knock-up. She's got everything else, doesn't she?
So, yeah, I was about to ask, like, we haven't seen top lane Jace in quite a while. I don't expect it to come on in this matchup either, and it looks like that isn't going to be the case. It really does feel like the Renekton flex has kind of been murdered as Prowler's Claw was taken.
Ooh. Once again, T1 fans erupting here in LoL Park, but Brionne fans still getting that work done. OK Savings Bank, Brionne,
they always
here to try and bring us the distance. We won a 3-gamer. It's been a lot of 2-0s over the last couple of days. As Carrier, oh my goodness, ping it. He should ping it. Extra value. I hope that he got some
mana flow and...
Does he have it?
A spell fields. Yep, he did.
Okay.
He does it on cooldown. Look at that.
Good.
Another one?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to look at his. Oh no, you couldn't. You couldn't possibly.
That's spotted.
My friend used to flash over the opponent's base wall and then back inside their base before.
I've heard this story before.
Yeah,
I am aware.
He was very good.
There was actually a strategy, you know, with Neela and Lee that did this. Have you ever seen
pulled the wave?
Yeah,
to get the extra experience.
Yeah. So what happens is Lee flashes over, and then Neela jumps to him. Or you can do the other way around as well. And then, as all they know.
All right, spotting out one another as Umti safeguards himself first. Lands the Q there as well. Will be able to get that extra damage down as Zeus looking to try and help his jungler. Safeguard out here from Umti, and that means the T1 members are together. Another Q is going to connect, but I don't think Umti wants to take that one because the Gnar has backed away well. And all right, fair enough.
I'm there for it.
They do have a flash still available. That is going to be a flash forward here from Ona, as Morgan is going to flash. So Ona spends a lot of time on the top side of the map, and now Zeus is going to get hyperly procced.
Yeah, Ona really needs to back, but he really wants to help out getting the wave. So kind of awkward here as Umti.
Oh dear, he's going to get polymorph, but in goes Effort. They find a knock-up Faker. It's going to burn down an Effort. Takes down his ex-teammate. I was not expecting that one, as the Gromp even getting a little bit frustrated here. But honestly, like, that's when Umti was hitting so many Glacial Prisons in the last game. He needs to miss more things, because that's when he wins.
He did tweet about that.
Yeah.
As level 6 has been hit for Guma. And King Kenna and Effort still need to be very respectful, particularly when Keria gets Wild Growth as well. As Owner fishing in the enemy jungle, trying to look for some counterplay with Umpty.
Out of the bottom lane, but they will lose this first neutral, actually second neutral objective, because Umpty was able to take the dragon, but still, this time Rift Herald goes over to T1, and that is a lot over there. They're always hanging out. That's how it works. All right, Gumayusi is going to go all in here towards this bottom side. Not going to dive, as Effort can have to vacate the area, and I say not going to dive, but still, Henna is able to deal with that minion wave. Very nicely done, as Owner moving on in. Good control ward, spots out here, but not a lot of response available here for Bro.
Herald's here.
That's going to be a lot of plates.
Oh yeah, this is Zeri, and teleport is available for both Ivory and Morgan, so T1 do need to be a little bit respectful here. There are teleport wards behind him in River. Are they going to commit though? It doesn't look like it.
No, Umpty is making his way up the lane now, but it's just going to be the charge.
With just a bunch of components.
Yeah, being able to get that shove, very, very important. Means that Morgan will have to teleport if he wants to join the potential fight, as Gumayusi coming on a flank angle as Henna immediately cleanses. Pretty Captain Jack-esque, as we do see that teleport coming in. Naba, not exactly there for Morgan, but he will be able to charge that one up. As in goes Umpty. They are going to be able to secure it. It's Morgan that collects the Drake, but I don't know whether he's going to survive. That is going to be a kill for the Zeri. The Annie goes down as well. It's a Cloud Soul. Phenomenal times here as T1 walk away with the victory, but not the dragon.
As favorite son descends upon the Rift, T1 take a big lead. As you point out, yes, you're down 2 dragons, but teleport was invested from Morgan, meaning that Zeus now gets to go towards the top half of the map, and even if it was just the 2-for-0 trading kills, T1 was already going to feel good. But they're going to get plates in mid, they're going to get plates in top, they're going to get the bot side turret, and what looks like...
Okay, that's going to be a pick onto Faker here, who is looking to try and get out. Maybe you guys left a little bit... hello, team? Hello? I'm speaking for
Why is that?
He should be. He's certainly taking some time as we
can
execute.
Oh my god!
Misses. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. They just kind of left him, and then Henna could...
I know, I don't know what it is.
As Gumayusi just going to... skate his way out. Keria has to flash. That is the difference between Zeri and other champions. Other champions have to use their flash. Effort going to get out as Umpty hits a Q.
So,
onto the little Krug is now Morgan. That's too many friends.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's going to get turned into a little critter and then obliterated. And Faker is going to collect that kill. Henna versus Gumayusi here in this Miracles. That are what makes this team so special. As Umpty just standing here in this brush, surrounded by members of T1. He's going to get stunned up. In skates Gumayusi. And he will be able to take down the Blind Monk.
Oh god, it's not done.
Yeah.
They're not done, Atlas!
Going to be getting out of there. Does have the grand exit available. Takes the blast cone and... Oh, Morgan! Morgan, no! He does hop his way out. No, he doesn't. That's a fadeaway jump shot there from Owner. Really cleanly done. It looked very sad, though. I'm not going to lie. Allowed their rotation to be so swift.
Yes.
Utilizing the best Drake in the game.
Oh, no.
Teleport going to come through here from Faker as the bear is just 100% ignored. Ivory will go golden for a moment as Zeus going to get kicked around a little bit. Dominus comes through. Are they doing damage? I think they are. As Henna tries to get some work done. The Q connects from Umpty this time, though, as he tries to safeguard his way out. It's not going to get him out, though, as it's a double kill here for Faker. And now maybe the kills will start raining in for Gumayusi, who's flashing after them. He'll grab one. Can he grab Henna here as well? Under the turret, my goodness, as Gumayusi is going to die, but he gets the triple and the ace in the end, and that should spell Baron here for T1.
And it's going to take them a little bit, because this is 21 minutes in, and they're missing their biggest damage source in Guma.
With that 4.5k, my goodness, he is so much money ahead. As Owner is going to look for Henna there. Nice little Captain Jack, but it's not going to save him. He's still really dead. Faker's going to get the kill, but not the assist. A double kill, but not double assist.
He needs 2 assists.
He does.
He's not going to hit it, is he?
No, but he's going to get another couple of kills, which is fantastic. He already has the most of those in the league as well. And just needs to augment that number a little bit. They'll break open the base here of Bro in game number 2. Zeus getting the work done on the bottom side as well. No wave top, but it doesn't really seem to matter as T1 with their Baron buff are looking to get even more done here. Owner getting forward. Zeus just doing a lap of the Nexus here as Gumayusi going to get assist number 1. That's going to be a kill for Faker as well. And the Nexus turrets are now down. Is it going to be 4499 in the end? That would be pretty sad as Faker is now trying to lock down Umpty here. Blast from the past, of course, the longest game of all time was between those two. This